Can a film delayed for 2 decades still find its place in the hearts of a modern audience? Naam, The Missing Identity, directed by Anis Bazmi and starring Ajay Devgan, finally saw the light of day on November 22nd, 2024. This Hindi language action thriller tells the story of a man's quest to reclaim his lost identity, weaving themes of survival and redemption. But does Nam transcend its troubled production history, or does it get buried under the weight of its own narrative and dated execution? The journey of Nam to the silver screen is almost as dramatic as its plot. Initially titled Benam, the film began production in 2004. Tragedy struck with the death of one of its producers, and subsequent struggles to secure distributors left the project in limbo. After nearly 20 years, Nam finally surfaced, likely banking on the star power of Ajay Devgan and Anis Bazmi's recent successes. However, the question remains, was it worth the wait? At its core, Nam revolves around Shekhar, a professional killer who miraculously survives 4 gunshot wounds but wakes up with no memory of his past. Under the care of Dr. Pooja, he begins a new life, even marrying her. But when a violent attack triggers his lethal instincts, Shekhar sets off to uncover his forgotten identity. His journey leads him to Mumbai, where he encounters Loveleen, a call girl, and together they piece together the fragments of his dangerous past. As enemies close in, shocking revelations about Shekhar's history unfold, placing everyone around him in peril. Nam attempts to explore themes of identity, redemption, and the moral ambiguity of violence. The protagonist's struggle with his dual existence as a killer and a family man raises interesting questions about the possibility of change. However, the film's execution of these themes is shallow, relying on cliches rather than delving into any meaningful exploration. Ajay Devgan's portrayal of Shekhar lacks the intensity one would expect from such a layered character. While the script offers moments for emotional depth, his performance feels restrained, failing to leave a lasting impression. Bhumika Chawla as Dr. Pooja is reduced to a stereotypical savior wife role, while Samira Reddy's Loveleen feels like a plot device rather than a fully realized character. Even Rahul Dev, cast as the primary antagonist, fails to command presence. Amidst the mediocrity, Rajpal Yadav stands out, injecting much needed levity into the narrative with his comic timing. Visually, Nam feels trapped in its original production era. The locations, props, and even the cityscape scream early 2000s, unintentionally making it a time capsule. Anis Bazmi's direction is competent but uninspired, and the lack of polish in the editing makes the 20-year gap between production and release glaringly obvious. The soundtrack, composed of forgettable tunes, fails to elevate the film's emotional or dramatic moments. The background score attempts to build tension but instead comes across as overbearing, underscoring the film's dated approach to storytelling. If there's one thing Nam gets right, it's its occasional moments of unintentional nostalgia. The film's period aesthetics, though unplanned, offer a glimpse into a bygone era of Bollywood thrillers. Additionally, Rajpal Yadav's comedic relief is a rare highlight in an otherwise bleak experience. From its predictable storyline to its uninspired cinematography, Nam feels like a relic of the past. The use of CDs and old fashioned set designs makes it feel more like a history lesson than a modern thriller. Ajay Devgan's subdued performance and a lack of compelling character arcs among the supporting cast drain the film of its potential impact. With clunky transitions and repetitive sequences, Nam struggles to maintain momentum, making its runtime feel longer than it is. Watching Nam feels like stepping into a time machine. Unfortunately, not in a good way. While the premise had potential, its dated execution and weak performances left me feeling disengaged. Anis Bazmi's usual flair for engaging storytelling is nowhere to be found, and Ajay Devgan, despite his star power, cannot salvage the film. Nam, the Missing Identity, may attract curious viewers intrigued by its storied production history, but its lackluster execution ensures it remains a missed opportunity. Fans of 2000s Bollywood action thrillers might appreciate its nostalgic charm, but for everyone else, this film is a hard pass. Perhaps some films are better left in the archives. That's my opinion on Nam, the Missing Identity. Do you agree with my thoughts? What are your thoughts on the film? Let me know in the comments. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
What did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs.